Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High Performance Method. I am Sebastian Yepes, your certified high performance coach, and thank you for being here. You choosing to be here right now, you have plenty of other things to be doing, and yet you're sharing your next 5 to 10 minutes with me. I don't take it lightly. It is my commitment, and what I am standing in is to give you some sort of value, to bring you an idea, to give you a perspective, to just overall enhance in one way or another your quality of your life. Now, I can't do that. I personally can't enhance the quality of your life. However, in the sharing in which we go in life, we can help others enhance the quality of theirs, which is why I am so passionate about the coaching industry and why I do what I do, because my life is completely taken a whole new transformation after about 3 years of going through a personal coaching experience. My life is not what it used to be, and it's all because someone was there for me, being the support, pushing me forward, seeing me, having me see things in a different way, not better or worse, just different. On today's conversation, we talk around, we started this on Monday, by the way. If you are not a part of the Facebook group, go put yourself in, join the community. Because today, it's a continuation of how do we set ourselves up powerfully? How is it that we can wake up and set ourselves up powerfully? What do we gotta do in order to have a day in which we're fully engaged with what we're doing? Being fully vital, energized. What is the difference that is made if you take care of the morning in a powerful way? I remember when Tony Robbins first introduced to me the idea of a power hour. Totally new, never heard about it. Simple enough, power hour. The first hour of your day is the most important hour of the day. Why? Because you're setting yourself up. This first hour of the day, if you are not cautiously, protecting this first hour of the day, you're allowing the day to take on whatever route it's gonna take. Because is it far-fetched to say that when life happens, life happens? And what I mean by that is, maybe get a text message, maybe get an email, maybe get some news that aren't of the best to hear. Right? What happens then? Your life starts to take on and starts to go down a whirlpool. Now, if you set yourself up powerfully, you can easily avoid that. You can now be the one to choose. How is your day going to go? And if you do that to yourself, that first hour, you do that for yourself, you'll start to see your day start to shift. The way in which you show up in the world will start to shift. The way in which you do things will start to shift. And again, as always, especially in the high performance world, which is what I love and which is my coaching, high performance habits, they need to be conscious and they need to be consistent. You can't do something once, you can't do something for a week, you can't do something for a month and expect to have long-term results from it. You gotta do it consistently, over and over and over. And the biggest thing right there is, why would I? It's so much work. Why would I want to do that? So much easier to just hit the snooze button. I can just wake up 15 minutes and with 50 minutes to take a shower, get ready, and leave to go to work. My question to you is, what are you leaving on the table? If right now, that is the way in which you are now using the time in the morning, do you have goals for yourself? Do you have personal goals? Are you looking to go somewhere in the next year? Are you looking to do something different in the next 10 years? What is the thing that's driving you? Is it just money? Because if it's just money, then you'll catch yourself with money still unhappy. And in the pursuit of money, you'll lose yourself. If we're just looking for money as the end result and that's it, life loses its flavor. Now, by no means am I saying don't focus on money. No, money is an avenue, it's a tool, it's one of the most beautiful things ever invented because we have the ability to measure ourselves with that. Now, easy, I'm not saying to measure your self-worth with the money. Measure your actions by the results that you get. And money is just a manifestation of that. So as you're waking up in the morning, what are you feeding your brain? When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you turn to? Are you turning to your phone? Are you checking text messages? Are you checking emails? Are you going on Facebook? Are you looking at the news? What is the first thing you're putting your mind to? Look, it's so clear over and over again that whatever you put in your mind is just like whatever you put in your body. If you put crap food in your body, if you put food that doesn't work with your health, how is your body going to react? It's the same thing with this. If you're not consistently putting in information, ideas, things that are going to stimulate you, move you forward, give you vigor, enthusiasm, have you look at life in a different way, if you're not putting that in your brain consistently, then your life would just be whatever life chooses it to be. And life, it's either your life or life. Are you going to allow life to tell you what to do, or are you going to be able to create the life that you're looking to live? Now, it is my faith that we as humans, we have the ability to choose, because part of that choosing is to create the day in which we live. Now, I'm not naive enough to say that what I say goes. No, life is going to happen. There's inevitable things that come up, for sure. The thing is, when those inevitable things come up, if I have the right mind frame, if I have the right foundation, whatever happens in front of me, no matter how stressful it may be, I'll be able to handle it. So what are you putting in your mind the first thing that you do when you wake up? Number 2, are you reflecting on yourself? Are you looking back on your life? Are you seeing the areas in which you've improved in the past year? Have you seen at the things in which right now you could be working more on? You know, those weaknesses, those blind spots. Are you looking at areas in your life in which you can now look back? If you were, what's an area of your life right now you can look back and say, whoa, a year ago, that was not the case. That, in that specific situation, you can start to get a lot of value from life. Regardless of that specific thing being good or bad, let's put it as workable, not workable. If that thing right now that you're thinking about saying, whoa, last year, that was not the case. If that thing is workable, and if that thing is not workable, you can get a lot of value from it. You can see the many victories that you can accomplish, that you can give yourself the credit for, the things you've accomplished. You can see the many lessons that are underneath. There is so much that we can get if we reflect, if we look back, if we consistently look at our lives. So feed your brain, reflect on yourself, feed your body. What are you feeding your body? Now, I'm not saying wake up and eat breakfast. No, give your body some time to wake up. Wake up the metabolism. Drink some water. Drink some warm water with some lemon. Some people do that. I personally like water, some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of some Himalayan salt, and some lemon. Phenomenal hydration. Think about it. We're just sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. Our bodies are still working. It doesn't stop working. Did you know our brain actually goes in hyperuse when we're sleeping? We have our eyes closed. Our body goes limp. We're sleeping. But this isn't. And this actually takes up a lot of the water that we drink. So throughout the night, you're losing a lot of water. If you're waking up and just drinking coffee and that's it, look, you're not setting yourself up powerfully. You're going to set yourself up, come around 11, 12 o'clock, you're going to crash because you now have a caffeine overuse. You got to put yourself in a hydrated state. Set yourself up powerfully. Eat some food that's not acidic to begin with. Start any way you possibly choose to, but hydrate yourself. Put some good things in your body. And finally, move. Get some sort of movement routine. Anything. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout. I personally prefer a workout because it's now shown that if you start the day with some intensity in your body, if you get your heart pumping, your brain will release chemicals that will help your focus, will help your level of clarity, will make you happier. It will decrease those chemicals that cause stress. Getting into movement. Again, for me, I prefer working out. I prefer going for an hour to hour and 15 minute long workout. You don't have to do that. All you can easily do is you can wake up and you can bounce around. You can bounce around, get some body movement. I literally do this as well. And this is actually super useful. It's actually giving me energy right now as I'm talking to you. As you're doing that, you're priming yourself, you're getting your body moving. And remember, you were just sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. So if you don't prime yourself in a way in which you wake yourself up, you're gonna be sluggish. Do you feel sluggish? Maybe you just woke up, you just took a shower, you're headed to work, and on the way to work, you're starting to drowse. It's not because you didn't get enough sleep, it's because you're still sleeping. You may not have gotten the best sleep, which now we start to talk about what did you do the night before. Are you sleeping with the TV on? Are you putting blue light, cell phone, screens an hour before you go to sleep? Are you going to sleep with stress? Right? That's for a different conversation because that's just as important as the first hour of your day. the last hour of your day. Now, one key thing to the first hour of the day. This is something that when I first heard, it sounded too easy. The first thing in the morning, when your brain is just in between that sleep to wake state, start to envision those goals that you're looking to accomplish. Start to see those things that you want to do, the places you want to see, who you wish to be. When you can start to do that in the morning, again, this is that natural caffeine. It's energy boosting because you're starting to see the things that light you up, the things that excite you, the things that you're looking to accomplish. Now, I honor you because if you're still here listening to this, something here resonates with you and there's something that you will take forth, I know. Because if you're still here, something is of value. And I honor you because you are taking the next step for yourself. This is for yourself. And yes, the people around you will also benefit from what you're doing. Do it for you first. It's like the cup. If the cup has holes in it, can we ever fill up the cup? Can we ever share the cup? No. So fill up your cup first. The way you do so is by taking care of yourself. Your mind, your body, your mind, your spirit. So ladies and gentlemen, if you got any sort of value from this, share it with somebody in your life. If there's somebody in your life right now that you'd say, wow, they could definitely use something of what he just said, share it with them. This is all about all of us growing. What's the point of somebody growing without sharing it with the other people around them? In fact, if we're just focusing on ourselves, we limit ourselves. When we step out here into the world, growth happens. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you next week.